During some of the more challenging periods of my life, I did find it really valuable reaching out for support in a variety of ways. I think for me, building a really strong support system filled with people that I could really trust and confide in was really valuable. So I guess that first began by reaching out to friends who were really supportive and validating and made me feel a lot less alone. It was really something that helped me so much during some really dark periods. I found a lot of value in reaching out for support by talking to trusted adults in my life, like a teacher who became someone that was a really key driver in helping me in my recovery journey and helping me navigate that professional support. I think from there, I guess reaching out for professional support and seeking support in someone that could really help me and help me implement really beneficial strategies and tools into my daily life has been hugely helpful and something that I continue to engage in, as I've grown. During some of those really challenging periods, I have found different resources and strategies and techniques quite helpful to help me manage my mental health. So for me, regularly engaging in professional support is something that I do to best support myself. Utilising different services that are online, like eHeadspace, that are really accessible and help alleviate anxiety. Having to talk to someone face to face about my problems has always been helpful. And engaging in different techniques and strategies like mindfulness, meditation, journaling. These are all things that I still regularly engage in and find to be really beneficial. I think that when we talk about suicide, I think it's obviously really common to hear a lot of myths and misconceptions about suicide, and I think this is something that can be really frustrating to hear. Two that come to mind for me is one, the idea that those that have attempted to take their own life, or those who have taken their own life, are selfish and or weak. I think that's just plain wrong, and I think that myth just further perpetuates the stigma around suicide, and I think it just stops people from being able to feel like they can talk to others about how they're feeling. I think it can really increase the feelings of loneliness, shame, and just the embarrassment that can be associated with those feelings when you are in that particularly dark place. And so it really doesn't help anyone, I don't think, and it's certainly something that I'd like to see pop up less when we talk about suicide. I think another one is the idea that the more we talk about suicide, the more likely someone might be to take their own life. I think that is just so wrong. And I think the more we talk about suicide, the more we talk about lived experience and raise awareness and educate people and advocate for it. I think the more we do that, the more positive impact we're actually having. And I'm a strong believer in that. We need to talk about these things so much more, and it can really help people feel less alone in their journey, and can really help equip other people in knowing how they might be able to better support themselves after hearing how someone else has done it. So I definitely think that those two misconceptions need to stop, and I think that they're not helping anyone, but I think there's been a lot of progress in this space and a lot more conversation around it. So hopefully, we can stop hearing them as much as we might do already.